So tracks like everywhere at once feel incredibly like personal, and especially touching on like fatherhood and mortality and stuff like that. Has becoming a dad shifted the emotional like way you see and write?
Because yeah,
Um,
we're both dads. Both of us are.
oh,
So we,
nice.
we can totally relate, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's shifted me in general, but it's, I mean, I've just been having conversations with like our management this morning about some tour offers, and it's really hard,
Priorities, man.
right,
Yeah.
going away on tour. Like we've just done 5 weeks, and then I'm home for a month, then I'm away for another 5 weeks,
Yeah.
and 5 weeks is like just too long. And my kids are 4 and 6, and it's so much for my wife to deal with when I'm away. Like staying on top of just running the house, cleaning, washing your clothes, like keeping the house tidy, cooking, all that stuff as one person. Because I do all that shit when I'm here. I do a lot of I do the cooking. I don't do the laundry because I'm terrible with that
But
shit.
I feel you.
But
Even
like
me
just
and my
you
wife are a
know
team. So I feel you. Like
exactly.
with your
So
partnership, it's
it's
a team. It is.
so I feel guilty about leaving for her and not being here to help with that shit. But then I also feel incredibly guilty for my kids, and that although they're 4 and 6 and they can hold a conversation, to really drill it into their heads, like I want you to understand that you are more important to me than going on tour. It feels like I'm neglecting them, and I really am mindful of how my absence might affect them or the way that they might think that I feel like I don't care or whatever. And it's really, really difficult to navigate that. So being selective over touring is not something we're necessarily in the position to do because we're not the biggest band on the planet and we
Yep.
have to grow the band. But at the same time, I have to also be considerate of my family coming first.
Yeah.
So that makes it super hard just from that point of view. In terms of the writing, generally speaking, it doesn't change anything, but that song, Everywhere at Once, was very specific to the kind of thing that I've just been talking about and feeling guilty and bad about leaving
Yeah.
my wife
Yeah.
and my kids. And particularly that song it also was just, I was having like anxiety attacks because it was our first time back in the States after Sylosis had been in a bus crash, which I have pretty bad, like PTSD, I guess you'd say,
Yeah.
up
Damn,
from
man.
crashing.
Yeah, I
And I
didn't
was
know
just
that
like,
part about the history. Damn.
yeah, it was 2013. We were on tour with Trivium and Devil Driver, and we crashed. It was pretty bad. We got
Yeah.
out mostly unscathed. Like we had to cancel the tour and go to hospital, but no one was severely
Wow.
injured.
Yeah.
And that's always, it makes touring a bit tricky